24 hours ago, Professor Stephen Caliendo from North Central College warned us that we likely were going to wake up this morning not knowing who would win the White House, and here we are.
Yeah, the professor back with us this morning. I'm sure you're tired. We thank you for getting up early with us. I want to begin with that announcement made very early this morning in the wee hours from the president that he not only won, but that there's no reason for counting all these mail-in and absentee ballots. Give our viewers an idea of the legal battle that's playing out behind the scenes this morning.
Well, I have to say, I was really disappointed that the president would make a statement like that, certainly in the White House in front of a crowd, and to suggest that there was fraud going on because they're counting ballots after Election Day, suggesting that people were casting votes after the election was over, when that's certainly not the case. He also said that he was going to go to the Supreme Court, which is not how it works. He would have to challenge in the state courts because the elections are controlled by the states. It could ultimately make its way to the U.S. Supreme Court, but there's a process in place for that too. So it was really disappointing to see the president speaking like that. I think that was really inappropriate.
The divide here is, I mean, the race is so close right now, based on what we're looking at, some of the returns coming in on the races, in the areas that we do know that are counted. Are we looking, though, at possibly, with the president had said that, are we looking at possibly another Bush-Gore battle with every individual ballot heavily scrutinized?
It's possible, depending on how things fall. There's so many states that are still in play at this point that it's hard to know if all of them go for the president or if all of them appear to go for Joe Biden. Then maybe not, because then any one particular state, the battle might not be important. But if they start to split them up, and then one state, Pennsylvania, for instance, who won't really have all their ballots counted until Thursday or Friday, could very well be important, and we might have a repeat. I think we're using a different kind of machines, though, so we won't have to differentiate between pregnant Chads and dimpled Chads and hanging Chads as we did in 2000.
We got less than a minute left, Professor. I want to look at the aggregate here, and if you're a Democrat waking up this morning, are you not a little bit troubled? There was no blue wave. There's a lot of infighting over how far left Joe Biden should have gone. Did he go far left enough? Did he remain moderate enough? Shouldn't they have done better given what they thought going into Tuesday?
For a couple of reasons. One, because of the indications that they got in the 2018 elections when there was a blue wave. Also because a lot of the aggregate pollsters were suggesting that some of these states would go for Biden in a larger margin than they had. But no matter what happens, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. I think both parties have a lot of reckoning to do and figure out how to move forward, irrespective of the way this comes out, because it was close. Clearly a divided country, and both parties need to figure out how to move forward if they want to continue to have leadership opportunities.
Well, if you were up all night, we'd never know it. You got a lot of spring in your step, and that bow tie is fabulous.
I was up all night. I did not go to sleep at all.
Yeah, well, you look great. And we thank you for getting up early with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. More good days.